Well, I've got practically no breakfast left because I'm very hungry. And I was eating while I was watching the video I just made. And the volume cut out toward the end again. I don't understand. This is my new cell phone. I guess I'm going to have to use my old one for video. Because this is the second time this has happened. All of a sudden, there's no volume. It's just as well because before I was finished, the home nurse showed up and Pickles went ballistic and I had to stop the video. So here we go again, starting over with a few spud puppies left and practically no breakfast burrito. This is the Alpha Bacon Scramble breakfast burrito. Now what the heck did I do here with the label? Alpha plant-based breakfast burrito, bacon scramble. And we can see right now, since I've practically eaten it all, whether it looks like the picture. And I can tell you right now, it doesn't. They never do. Now, this burrito's okay. It's a little bit dry. They have used their spicy vegan cheddar cheese in there, which kind of masks any bacon flavor you might get out of it. It has a good flavor, but I can't really, it's full of bacon. No. I probably wouldn't get this one again. Or I'd want to dip it in some kind of sauce, because it's just not moist enough. And so, yes, I was in the middle of telling you another story when I got rudely interrupted. Well, the home nurse is not rude, but Pickles sure is. So I had another adventure. This one was not fun, not as nice as spending the night outside. I was being taken to the clinic in a wheelchair van. And the driver is very nice, and she has a cute little dog. I don't know if she's supposed to bring her dog, but I'm not going to report it, because I like dogs. But she's a very stupid lady. And we got to the clinic, and she pushed me down the wheelchair ramp forwards, and you're supposed to take people out backwards. I didn't even think that much about it until we got to the bottom, and at the clinic they've got a little driveway for wheelchairs, and they've got that yellow rubber bumpy stuff for blind people. And I want to make it very, very clear. Nothing happened to my foot. My foot is just fine. My shoe was really the tool that caused all the trouble, but it didn't cause any trouble to my foot at all. What happened was my shoe got stuck to the rubber, and she kept pushing the wheelchair at like 10 miles an hour. And when I first had this accident, they used to tell me that I could exercise my knee and stretch it out more by putting it on the floor with the toe against something so that the foot wouldn't move. And then you could gently roll your wheelchair forward and it would bend your knee more. Well, yeah, you're not supposed to do it all in one go at 10 miles an hour. So I heard this awful ratcheting in my knee, and it didn't really hurt right away. I guess it's the adrenaline that helps you out when you have an injury, and then hours later it wears off and it hurts like mad, which it did once I got home. Hurt like wildfire. I've been losing a lot of sleep over it because I couldn't get anybody to get me a prescription for oxycodone. And the Tylenol doesn't work on it. It's not strong enough. And I'm limited as to the painkillers I'm allowed to take because of my kidney damage. And they give me oxycodone when I'm in the hospital, so that's why I asked for it. So I had a Zoom meeting last Thursday with a doctor at the local hospital, and he ordered some x-rays, which I went for yesterday, because he said he wanted to go over my records and get x-rays before he would prescribe me any pain medication. Well, by now, it's like halfway healed. I mean, it tore the hell out of my scar tissue. I don't know yet whether there were any fractures. I hope not. I'm judging by the way that it has gotten somewhat better that there may not be any fractures. But I haven't been able to put any weight on it. If I use my walker, I kind of have to hop and just put my tiptoe on the floor for balance. So the physical therapist, she comes here too, and she measured how much bend I have now. I went from 15 degrees to 73 degrees of bend. That's a lot of bend. I haven't had this much bend since before I had the hardware out in 2019 when it got infected and had to be taken out. So every time I have a surgery, more scar tissue forms. And I really don't understand why the doctor says no knee bending till it's healed, because that just makes it straighter and straighter. I think it's kind of stupid. I'm not very happy with this doctor. I don't like what he's doing. He's kind of doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting something else to happen, and it's not. Anyway, that's my another one of my adventures. Getting rammed down the wheelchair ramp. I'm sort of grateful to have more bend, but I'm not grateful for the pain. If I had had some oxycodone left over, it would have been a lot better. Anyway, thanks for listening this far. I wouldn't recommend this. It's really not. I think I could probably make something a lot nicer and more moist and juicy than this. But do as you will, because, like I always say and I always think when I watch other people doing reviews, I've seen some people review things that I think are awesome and they hate them. And then I hate things that other people think are awesome, like Day of Cheese. So don't be influenced. I'm just giving my opinion of what this is. Don't be influenced. You might like it. You never know. And these aren't very expensive. They're like $2. $2 and 20 cents, something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for commenting and liking and all that good stuff. And I'll see you later.